Hi, in this video we will continue to do CSS on our website. So this time we want to improve our table. Now our table looks like a box, a section rather than a table. So this time we are going to add some CSS styling to make it looks more like a table rather than a box. So the first we want to do is we want to remove the original border of the whole table. For the table header, we want to add an underline for each of the header. And then afterward, right now you see the header is centered in the row, in each column, in each cell. But we want it to stick to the left hand side to align with the data below the header. So these are the three things that we are going to do. So the end result will look like this. This looks much more like a table rather than a box, right? So now let's go back to our HTML file, which is this one. The first thing, remember, we want to do is to remove the solid border of the whole table. So we have to go into the table tag, table HTML tag. The original styling, we have one with key, border, and value 1 pixel, solid, and black. We simply remove it. We save it. And then go back to our page, hit the refresh, you immediately see it's gone, right? So the next thing is we want each header to have an underline, only the underline, not the whole cell, right? Only an underline border in the table header. So in order to do this, we have to add style. Remember the style attribute. This time we also use border, but with a hyphen bottom. We add back the thing that we had before, 1 pixel. I want a solid line, and the color is a black one. Okay, so after we add the first one, let's check it. We want to check every time we add a single style before we copy and paste to the others, because you may end up doing something that not you really want. For example, if you accidentally type in red and you copy and paste to all of them, then you will have to update all together at the end, right? So now the black in color looks good, and the border is at the bottom, so I copy and paste to the remaining headers. So now when we save it and hit refresh, now we see all the header have a border bottom. And then the next thing is we want to move the header from center, the header text from center to the left hand side, right? For this kind of text manipulation, we use another CSS style, the key called text align. So for text align, you can type in a center, you can do a right, or you can do left. So this time it looks like we want to do a text align left. Remember, for CSS it's a key, colon, value, semicolon. So if you have multiple CSS, you separate it with a semicolon, and then you can add more and more at the back. So now we add it to the name header. So we go back, hit refresh, and now we can see it aligned to the left hand side. So after we satisfied with the effect, we can copy and paste to all of the remaining. We save it, come back, perfect. Now the table looks much more like a table rather than a box, and we can also add a lot of different styling for the table to make it more intuitive. You can make the header more, the font size more big, or with a special color, right? So I will leave this as an example for yourself. I encourage you to go and check for more and more CSS styling yourself. So hope it helps, and see you next time.